Hi, and welcome to Nerds Against Normality, the podcast where we dive into movies, video games, TV, and all things nerd culture. Today we're reviewing Tomb Raider, the 2001 film based on the iconic video game series. Does it still hold up today? Let's get into it. You're just not understanding, Ben.
No. I'm clearly...
You're surface level watching this. You need to look deeper.
Sorry.
One of my favourite scenes is when they go to the first temple and they've got all the village people outside trying to get...
Doing the ones, yeah.
She meets a dinosaur in the first game, the last of its kind, and immediately shoots it.
No nipple erection, though, so clearly those bad boys are built in.
Yeah.
This week we're reviewing the 2001 film Tomb Raider, a time capsule from an era when video game movies were legally required to be confusing and loud. I'm Harry, your host. I've already figured out what symbol to press, why the moon lines up, and how the mechanism works. I've taken the treasure and I'm already sipping my tea at home, wondering where the other two idiots are. Joining me is Stacey Bowles. Stacey is the explorer who triggers an ancient trap, then immediately presses the wrong button combination to get out of it, somehow making things worse and putting everyone's lives at risk.
Whoopsie!
And finally, we're here with Ben Sheridan. Ben is the explorer who missed the once every 5,000 years celestial event because he forgot to check the group chat. By the time he arrives, the ancient ritual is over, the temple is collapsing, and he's asking if we can quickly recap what happened.
Archaeology is boring, that's why.
Just to warn you, this podcast will contain a heavy amount of swearing, adult themes, and the occasional bullying of Ben. As always, if you haven't already, you can catch us on all the social medias. Make sure to follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts so you keep up to date with all of our latest releases. If you want to go one step further, please head on over to
nanpodcast.tmail.com. That's nanpodcast.tmail.com.
Right, before we go into our review, we always just talk about one thing that we've been doing, one nerdy thing. It could be film, book, gaming, whatever. Mm-hmm. Benji, start us off. What nerdy thing you've been up to?
With my dear friend and colleague Harry, I watched... Stop it.
You're more one of those than the other.
Yeah. I don't want to know what
Which
the answer
one?
is. No.
I'll leave the poll up. People can decide. The people
We
can
know what the
decide.
poll's going to say. We watched Bambi the Reckoning, which is...
Is that what it's called?
It's called Bambi the Reckoning.
I mean, I was paying attention, obviously.
Yeah.
Can I establish whether this is made by Disney?
It's the furthest thing from Disney. Disney's got a budget. This is one of those similar to like Winnie the Pooh or Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey or what was the other one? Popeye.
Steamboat
What?
Willie. Screamboat Willie.
Screenboat Willie.
Who
Great
did
one.
a Popeye one?
Yeah, they did a Popeye one. I think it's because, and I'm sure everyone knows this who's listening because you got an interest, but a lot of this stuff is now out of copyright. The original books are now out of copyright, so anyone can have
Fair
them.
game.
Was it a Brothers Grimm book?
No, it's just, I think it's called like Bambi, A Life in the Woods, which sounds really boring.
So in theory, because it's now like outside of copyright, Disney could reintegrate that. You could see like this Bambi in the Avengers.
Well, this is what I think. I think they actually could. But I don't know if you'd want to be associated. I'm not seeing this at Disney World.
No, I don't think it's too... You wouldn't have your family photo with it, would you?
No, maybe if
Oh, look, there's the Mandalorian, there's Mickey Mouse, there's Bambi.
Jesus Christ! I mean, like, that's like the Disney Zoo one got rabies or something. We're not seeing this version.
So I'm assuming this is a horrible version.
This is a horror film version, which is made for very cheap. I actually looked at the box office. Should we do that as a reverse? What do you think the box office... what do you think the budget for Bambi the Reckoning was?
I reckon it was 1.25 mil.
Okay,
I didn't watch it, so...
that's fine, but have a guess.
I'm going to say £10.
£10. Funny enough, I think Stacey's closer.
No.
Hey!
It's £250,000.
Bloody hell.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I bet it made something like 8 million.
Oh,
or
it
something.
would have, yeah. Mum and son are trying to get to a place, and then Bambi's there. It's a twist on the Bambi film, the story where Bambi's like roided up, and he's fucking huge. Didn't know Bambi was a he either.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because it turns into a stag, right? I haven't seen Bambi in a long time.
I remember the first bit.
I don't know, yeah.
Harry, you and I have seen Winnie the Pooh,
Yeah.
1 and 2. Have you seen...
I've seen Screamboat, I haven't seen Popeye.
Okay, I actually think this is probably the best one out of those. It's not a big comparison, though.
Yeah, it's a low bar.
Yeah, it's the brightest crayon on the box. Of very dull colours. That analogy didn't work.
But they do actually show Bambi, which a lot of these horror films, because they have no budget, they very much hide through like shadows and noises, and you might get a fleeting bit of like the hooves will go past. And Yeah, but you know what I mean? That typical really crappy, almost like you'd say like a uni film. Like this is something you would do when you're trying to pass, your exam. Be like,
exactly.
oh, I've got a Bambi idea. It's going to be sick. And
spend all of your student loan on it.
On hooves.
Which I did. That's why I'm in debt. I should have done this. Yeah, I thought it was just going to be, like some practical hooves, like every now and again stomping up on sticks or something. Because you saw it as well, Harry. I mean, we were kind of paying attention. We sort of also weren't.
Yeah, I was in the room.
But the pacing's all over the place as well. Like, there's no one's got any kind of urgency in the film. Like, it will literally be like, oh my God, Bambi's here. Anyway. And, yeah, it's so hard for me to talk about this film because it's just this. It's just there. It's just there, but it would have made a load of money. And I don't know. What would you want to see?
Was in the next property? When
yeah.
Because I Care Bears?
Care Bears.
You leave them bears alone.
What would they be called? Like Death Bears, I don't know.
Death Bears, yeah. Because I think the next thing to go out into copyright might be Snow White.
I was thinking that.
I think it's Snow White, but I don't know.
But if there's not unless you do like a woodland creatures attack or something.
But yeah,
there you go, it's writing itself there.
Seven dwarves. They could all be like nasty, dirty little bastards.
We may have to cut out Little from that, but the rest can stay in.
What would you rename them?
Oh, I don't know. I only have to do it for a modern audience. So Grumpy, Wokey,
6'7",
6'7",
Skibbity Toilety.
Skibbity Toilety.
Yeah.
Mimi.
I can't believe you know the 6'7" thing.
Well, it's everywhere, and we are completely up to date with pop culture on this podcast. That's why we reviewed Bambi, The Reckoning, and Tomb Raider.
So, would you approve it?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, baby.
What would you give it out of 5?
Give it 3. No, that's 2.5. 2.5 stars.
2.5.
It's fine.
Below average.
If it's
No, that's literally average.
yeah.
half of 5 is 2.5.
Oh yeah, it's not 3, is it?
I can't wait to see what they do next. I can't believe this is still going, but I will watch every single one of them. Go ahead, Stacey. What have you been up to?
Firstly, before I talk about my one thing, I just want to mention that I've been home for a good 30 minutes. Neither one of you have mentioned my hair.
I said your hair looked nice, and I asked you how it went.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
I've been home for a solid half an hour, and she hasn't listened to a word I say.
Well, that's backfired. So.
I've been in this house all of half an hour and you haven't realised I didn't go in through the front door. There's an open window.
Okay. So, what have I been up to? Like the rest of the country...
Lovely hair, Stace.
Thanks, Ben. Like the rest of the country, I have been binging The Traitors.
For people... Oh, I don't even know if it's... I don't know if it's worldwide.
It is.
Oh, it is? Okay. Catch people up, though. What's The Traitors?
What might you expect in The Traitors?
The Traitors is a big old game of Wink Murder. Or Werewolf, if you've played the board game Werewolf.
Yes. Yeah.
But in TV land.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
That mystical land where nothing makes sense.
In the English version, they have a big old castle in Scotland.
Yeah.
Where they've strategically placed pillars to hide all the cameras and the cables.
Have they? Is that how they do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
All of the... the English one is presented by Claudia Winkleman, National Treasure, in my opinion. In her honour, one of the deer's heads... No, it's not Bambi.
Oh, okay, right.
But one of the deer's heads on the walls has a fringe.
That's quite good.
This is the 4th season of The Traitors in UK, excluding the celebrity one.
Yeah, fairly certain 4th season.
And each season they introduce a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
this one's a loaded gun with 2 bullets.
It's not Russian roulette.
Okay.
Different TV show. Maybe just skip ahead if you don't want any traitor spoilers at this point. But they started off with a secret traitor. Ooh, secrets.
Oh, I saw something about this on social media. I saw something that's wasn't it really unexpected though who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have your regular traitors.
Yeah.
And then even regular traitors have a boss, and they had a secret traitor boss.
Oh my God.
How
do you know?
Which they completely ruined and dropped the ball on.
Yeah.
So immediately in week 1, the Faithfuls managed to capture a traitor, and there was 3 of them, and it was like, oh shit. And then they were being dictated by the secret traitor, and I think the people upstairs were like, there can't be 2 traitors so soon. Drop in the secret traitor to be part of the team.
Yeah.
because nobody, like, they don't reveal to the audience who the secret traitor is. The secret traitor, it was really good because it got you talking amongst your friends, being like, who do you think it is? Who do you think it is? And you're watching the show, how they're playing it. They're also watching for everyone's behaviour. And then, week 2, it was like, oh, yeah, by the way, Fiona's the secret traitor.
Yeah.
And where's the suspense? No. Like,
that was pretty cool. The fact that you didn't know who it was and we were trying to guess, and we were both completely wrong.
We've all watched Knives Out now. Go watch that review, please. Did you guess?
No.
No, we got it wrong. Both got it wrong.
Yeah, we both got it wrong. But they do little other secrets within the show, and they didn't pay off either, sadly. Not their fault. But there was a secret couple in there.
Okay.
But one of them went out quite early on.
Yeah,
and
poor Ross.
It didn't amount to anything.
Oh, right. I thought you meant like there was like secret rooms or something like that, or I don't know. Like a firecracker in a toilet or something like that, which you could activate at a point. That would be something.
But what I will say is one of the best things about the traitors is in between when they're talking about people in the castle, they do these little cutaway clips, and they're fake clips of them around the castle just doing ordinary things, because none of them stay.
They're not
in the
ordinary.
castle.
One of them's ghost hunting.
Yeah, one of them's ghost hunting. There's shower scenes, all sorts.
But I would have thought, because someone was talking about this the other day, there was another podcast I was listening to, and they said one of the traitors was at a Millwall game. But it makes me think, like, surely you stay in the castle, though.
No, that wasn't on the show.
Oh, no, this was just different. This was like just...
Do you think he commuted down from Scotland?
Well, that's
Lads, I've just got to go watch the Millwall game.
Because he was like, I can't believe he came
We've
down
got Charlton away.
I know.
I'm not missing that.
That was the whole podcast bit. It's like, oh, he came down all the way down from Scotland to watch the Millwall game. He's keen.
That was recorded months ago.
I know.
You work in TV and film.
That's literally what he says. Both of them work in TV. It's like, you know how this works. Yeah. Would you be? I know we've talked about the traitors before on another podcast. I don't remember which. On another episode, I don't remember which one. Could you do it now that you know more about it and you've seen a lot more detective films?
I think...
One more detective film?
As in, could you be a traitor?
Could you, yeah. Or would you be able to guess?
I think I would be really good for like a few days and then I'd crack immediately under the pressure. But I think Harry would be really good because he's so mischievous.
Yeah, but I think as soon as I get to the round table and somebody started being like, is it you? I'm like, it might be.
Harry, not a great poker face.
But I think where I'd go for is you have to be friendly with... Pretty much you have to be quite vanilla to survive. You just have to mingle. You don't pounce until the end. You always see these people at the early game being like, I've got a game plan. This is how I'm going to do it. Yeah. And they go in with this huge strategy and they trip over themselves immediately. Most of the time, the people that make the final are just the plodders.
The ones who, yeah.
See, that's where I think I'd be all right because I am Vanilla Ice. But...
And just like that, I knew she was a traitor. Because who references Vanilla Ice these days?
But the minute someone went, are you a traitor? I'd be like, no.
Did you put a firecrackers out of the toilet? No.
Not me. Harry, what have you been up to?
So I finally finished It, Welcome to Derry.
Fantastic.
It really was. I can't fault it. It's only 8 episodes, I think. 8 or 10?
8
episodes. And I hate to compare it to another series, Stranger Things, which was a horror project with kids.
Yeah. So.
And one did it better.
Which one, Harry?
It's Welcome to Derry. It's unfair because, there's a lot of weight on Stranger Things to wrap up nicely. So I will say it's a slower burn. It Welcome to Derry starts off, it's not all horror. It opens up like that and you're thinking, oh God, every episode's going to be juicy. But then it slows down and it actually builds the characters up. And then by the end of it, the last 3 episodes, it really compacts into this is going to be a horror show.
Yeah.
And you get to learn a bit more about Pennywise, why he looks like Pennywise, because obviously he isn't a he or he is an entity.
Thing. Yeah. He's an alien, technically.
Yeah, he literally is a meteorite that crashed into Derry. I love the origin story of the military man when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And he goes into the forest and he doesn't remember because when you leave Derry...
You start to forget.
You start to forget.
Much like people when they listen to this podcast. Yeah. As soon as it finishes, they start to forget and they don't do anything about it.
They listen to a much better podcast. A much more successful podcast.
Absolutely.
No, it's very good. Bill Skarsgård plays Pennywise again.
I don't think they could have got anyone else to do it. But he also does, slight spoiler, you do see, because it is Bill Skarsgård playing Pennywise, but then you see the human version, if that makes sense.
I know, yeah, it doesn't make sense if you haven't watched it.
Yeah, because it's just a performer who was a clown called Pennywise that then became the entity.
And the only reason the entity latches onto him is because Pennywise was a beloved clown, and he attracted families and people went to see him because he was so good. And the entity was like, if I look like you, I will attract people, and so I can kill more people. That's the only reason. It's quite sinister, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I had a bit of a criticism with the show, but not in a story way. I think the story's great in it, and I like there's a few little connecting factors to other Stephen King properties.
Yeah,
and
The Shining.
The Shining, when we get sued. And the other films, which is great. In some ways I didn't expect, but we can't talk about those without spoiling it.
Nah, fuck it. Spoilers ahoy.
All right, for then.
Spoilers ahoy.
Spoilers ahoy. Going to Spoilerville. But speaking of Pennywise, I almost got Pennywise today. I sent a picture.
Oh, yeah.
I was walking the dog, and there was just a random balloon trapped in the bushes. I was like, nope. Nope.
Does Skarsgård turn into a crow at any point in the film?
No, not this time.
It does turn into something that flies.
The dragon thing at the end.
Yeah. Which was my sort of criticism. Do you think there's a bit too much CGI in this?
Maybe, but I don't know if they had any dragons on set to use that day. They're all busy.
Then you know very little about the film industry.
Yeah, I'm an idiot, so...
You can get coffee whenever you like. Oh, also dragons existed, but only in film.
Don't tell anyone else.
Yeah.
But this, I think what you're implicating is the CGI mouth, right? When he goes to kill them, that is practical.
Shut up, is it?
Yeah. So obviously when it's moving, it's CGI.
The dragon mouth or Pennywise's mouth?
Pennywise's mouth.
You haven't seen the It? No, I was about to say Stacey has not seen the It films.
No.
No, that is a...
He doesn't have like human teeth. He's not like they're gurning at him like some like Millwall fan nutter.
Who's just come down from Scotland.
No, he's got at least 20 more teeth.
Yeah, at minimum.
And he's also got like slight boss eye, doesn't he? He goes to the side of his head.
Yeah.
Anyway, going derail there. The ending, it's all about the ending. It just wraps up so well and sets up a sequel potentially. And they left it where it's kind of like, well, if it doesn't succeed, you've got a very good one season.
Yeah.
But if it does succeed, it's going to be a little bit more.
And it has been successful enough that it will get another one.
Yeah, and they're going backwards. They're doing prequels. So the trouble is that if you want a sequel, you have to watch the films.
Yeah,
because they already exist.
Would you approve it? What would you give it out of 5?
Out of 5, 4 out of 5. I'd say 4 red balloons out of 5 red balloons. Well, on that note...
Speaking of one IP onto another.
On with the review.
Today's episode focuses on Lara Croft Tomb Raider, the 2001 feature film adaptation of the globally successful video game franchise. The film was produced by Paramount Pictures and directed by Simon West, a filmmaker best known for high-energy action cinema during the late 1990s and early 2000s. He did Con Air. Good stuff. The film stars Angelina Jolie as Lara Croft, delivering a physically demanding and confident portrayal of the iconic character. She is joined by Jon Voight, Chris Barry, Noah Taylor, and an early appearance from Dan Craig.
That's right, we're on the Dan Craig train here.
Yep, he had not yet earned the title of Daniel Craig. So he is...
So just before he got to Bond, he was also Danny Craig.
Danny Craig. He was in his second evolution. He'd hit level 16, 17.
Oh, fair enough then. Makes sense.
Then someone gave him like a moonstone and he becomes Daniel Craig.
How long had Angelina Jolie been going in the industry then?
The narrative follows Lara Croft as she races against a secret organisation to secure the Triangle of Light, an ancient artefact capable of controlling time, very handy, leading her across a series of global locations while uncovering secrets connected to her father's past. As one of the earliest major video game film adaptations, Tomb Raider occupies a significant place in the genre, and today we'll be discussing how it holds up more than 2 decades after its release. Let's talk about budget first of all. It's obviously a fairly big IP. And it did well enough to get a sequel.
Yes.
So, Stacey, how much do you think this film cost to make?
I think it was quite expensive. I'm going to go with 200 mil.
Going with 200 mil. And Benji?
140 million.
140 million. I can tell you, it cost 115.
Okay.
So, I mean, still quite a lot of money for 2001. Okay. How much do you think it took at the box office, Benji?
270 million.
And Stacey?
Just to clarify, out the budget, did they have to rebuild the temples that she destroyed?
Yeah, and replace the artifacts, obviously.
Because that could affect it.
Just rented. They actually bought an Aztec temple. It's like, but you're not going to do anything to it. No, we've got insurance. Like, oh, we're going to ruin the insurance. Just rebuild.
What did you say, sorry, Ben?
I said 270. 270.
Ooh, high. 250.
I feel like Ben's looked at it. It's 274.
Is it?
Yeah. A decent success, but not what you'd call like a box office smash. It's not a film like that now would not get a sequel.
No.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
That's 100 million.
But also adds to the time as well. This was new. Like
it was the most successful video game adaptation at the time.
A high budget video game film that did well was not heard of. Have you got anything about what the last one before that was?
So I actually looked into this. Mortal Kombat
curious.
and Street Fighter both performed really well at the box office in comparison to their budgets.
Right.
So I think from memory, Street Fighter cracked about 90 million. Mortal Kombat was about 110 million.
Yeah.
But their budgets were much, much less.
Yeah.
So they were much more profitable than Tomb Raider, but Tomb Raider just took more.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense. But obviously it would soon be dethroned 20 years later by the god, the blue blur.
I don't know.
All above all.
It's not as...
The blue dude with chewed.
I think this is much more faithful adaptation, wouldn't you say, Ben?
We'll get into that.
We'll get to that.
We'll get into that.
I've got answers and questions.
Which one's first? You give us the answers and we have to guess what the question was.
Because like Lara Croft, I'm out of time. What's going on?
You're always out of time.
Yeah, that is... That's good humour.
So obviously we go through the plot as we always do. To begin with, just a brief overview of the plot. Architect, take treasure. Bad people.
Architect.
Yeah. Demolition woman.
Literally.
Yeah. She goes in there swinging.
God, it'd be so good if we could just preserve this for... Oh, no!
And then that's as soon as she walks in the door.
Hey. She's got all the things she needs to be an archaeologist.
Guns.
William Blake.
Oh,
leather trousers.
Yes.
Sick glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are very... I mean, I think they were out of time even when she was wearing them.
Wait.
Nice. That's the whole reason she did this. I just want to make these in vogue again. Yeah.
So how did you... Go on. Just talk about the plot. How did you find it?
Yeah, I mean, right, so context, potentially, I like Tomb Raider, and I like the character. Stacey, I'd say out of everyone, you're the biggest Tomb Raider fan here.
Never heard of her.
That's fair enough. She's done nothing for feminism. But so much for demolition crews worldwide. And we should probably talk about, I would like to tally up how much damage she actually did. This plot is fine. It's fine. It's a very, very video game plot. And I don't...
100%.
And I don't know if that's now a compliment or not.
It follows, I don't want to compare it, obviously. This is going to come up immediately, but the Uncharted, Tomb Raider, they're very similar games.
Yeah.
And in Uncharted, the new ones, it's very much you load up into a level and everything is safe, and then you solve some puzzles, and then something goes wrong, and then it's an escape sequence.
Yeah.
This is
Which
film.
is stolen from
Correct.
the original Tomb Raider.
It is stolen from Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
But let's face it, our audiences probably haven't played the original Tomb Raiders. They probably have played Uncharted.
If our audience haven't played the original Tomb Raider, but
Get out.
just leave us.
Leave us.
Please don't leave
Or
us.
they might have watched the really successful Uncharted film featuring Mark Wahlberg, my hero.
Jokingly, I'm just going to be quiet for the rest of the podcast now. I'm going to edit out loads of Stacey stuff, so it's just to you. Enjoy yourself, you pervert.
Thank you, I will.
Okay.
And that's how this film kind of goes, isn't it? Not like pleasuring yourself. I mean, you can, whilst you're watching the film, if you wish.
And did.
Yeah, it was weird watching it with my dad. But yeah, she goes somewhere, doesn't she? She's all like calm, figures out the puzzle, shit goes wrong. Get out.
Yeah, I mean, we are probably going to talk about how like how faithful it is to a game and this sort of stuff. But it is very Tomb Raider. It's got the mythical temples, got the sort of figuring out, Indiana Jones style stuff of like put the puzzle thing here, that opens up, destroy everything. Like,
but fair play for them to actually having the balls of just going straight into Tomb Raider. Do you know what would happen if this film was made today? It would be like, what we need is an origin story. What we need is to see her become a Tomb Raider. And you're
Which
like,
is
no.
one of the games.
Yeah, we're going to get into games later. We will get into the games. But I'm so glad that it just kind of it wanted the audience to walk in there knowing who Tomb Raider was.
Yeah.
Yes, but they added some things that you don't get in the game. I know we're going to talk about the games, but that they don't have in the games for plot reasons, which was around her relationship with her father and her family and stuff like that, which is new. I think just to add a little bit of a dimension to her, I guess. But I agree. I think the plot was whimsical, it did. If you sit down and really think about it, it doesn't make sense.
No, the plot makes
it doesn't
absolutely no
need to.
sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Well,
I've got something on this.
because you're not realistically going to be able to control time through a...
Okay, but is a film called
Device.
Tomb Raider, based on the video game franchise Tomb Raider,
Yeah.
going to be grounded like that?
No, exactly.
Do you think this was made with the majority of people knowing who Lara Croft was?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because this was not the era of like video games were like a big thing, but they were still niche. Like a lot of people played them, but that was still a very like the way.
Oh yeah, if you wore a PlayStation shirt at school, you're getting a punch.
Yeah, absolutely. I wore one to the.
And it happened to me many a time.
Yeah.
There are some plot holes I'd like to point out. Number one, she's clearly a wealthy woman. She has a huge mansion. She has loads of posh cars and motorbikes and things like that. However, she lives off microwave meals. And also, when the mansion gets destroyed, she makes her only 2 employees clear that up.
Yeah, I did point that. I did think about that when I saw it.
One of which is living in a caravan.
She does bring that up, though. She is like, I've got, 74 bedrooms or whatever. Why don't you live inside the house? And he's like, I don't know, I like it.
Also,
I
I feel like she needs a better security system. One that doesn't alert you when their foot is crossing over the front
That's
door.
a massive thing as well. I was in my notes that I wrote just like 83 rooms, millions and millions of pounds worth of like infrastructure. Soon as you smash the window there, then that's when you're alerted.
Because if someone broke into the house, the other side of the house, you couldn't reach them for 3 minutes. You'd have to hop on like the Segway.
Yeah.
This is a good point, I think, where we should bring up how excellent the early 2000s soundtrack is. Because as soon as the film come on, I was like, I bet you this is one of those and it was exactly that. And it was exactly that.
This has one of the worst soundtracks I've ever heard to.
I won't hear it.
Ever.
It's got U2 in it.
No, it is tonally, it's completely out of sync with itself. When she's doing the final bit, when she's just had the massive fight with the Illuminati member who killed her dad, and she does the whoa straight to the throat. But then, like, how's Lara Croft going to get out of this? In the same way she would in the video game, use the dogs, and the soundtrack behind like.
When she finish the very first scene, when she finishes her training with the robot, and she goes to put in Lara's mix, and you're like, this is going to be incredible. And it's like,
I'm going to say Lara Croft.
like, what?
Lara Croft has bad taste in film, in music, maybe in films as well.
She does.
Yeah, she's got awful taste.
She does. Another thing we both said was this was very clearly influenced of its time by The Matrix, and you can see that by, some of the action scenes,
The wire work,
glasses,
yeah, the attitude.
She struts everywhere. Like, she has this
Wouldn't
really...
you?
She walks like her child benefit's been cut off, mate, and she's off to talk to Derek. Where's my money, Derek? I know you're working on site, it's cash in hand.
And also...
I'll dob you in.
Yeah, you say you've got no employees. There's 2 of them. Admittedly, they're doing all the sweeping, but... what are we talking about?
I also want to talk about Dan Craig.
Dan Craig.
Because I think it's quite interesting having the contrast because Tomb Raider is a big feminist icon. I think it's an interesting contrast to have him as the archaeological expert for the bad guys, and self-admittedly because he loves the money. But he's clearly not as smart or well-versed as she is, which is...
Oh, they drop him immediately. As soon as like Lara goes, I'm available, they're like, yeah, get on board, love.
But what was weird was I didn't fully understand their relationship. It's all fine. She's having a cheeky look at him in the shower or whatever. And also, I quite like that because...
I bet you did, you little perv.
Wait.
I enjoy
Give it to me. Danny Craig.
As in, you see a shot of her in the shower at the start.
Great.
Which we've all tried to do in the games, right? But then you also get a shot of him in the shower, just keeping it equal.
Which we all tried to do in the games.
But then when he gets the knife in him at the end, she goes under the water and kind of kisses him.
That whole scene was weird. He gets stabbed, and she does an awkward jump into the water. And you're like, you're not going to be able to wrench him from this, like, machine.
Yeah.
He's stuck in a cog.
Yeah. Also...
And then she gets out and was like, well, that was pointless.
Also, he took a knife to the heart. So I wouldn't be diving in after you. I think, you're cooked.
And that's why, Ben, you're not in a relationship right now.
I would have never have been in that situation.
No.
The two, not the relationship.
If Harry had done that, I'd do it just to keep up appearances, do you know what I mean?
Keep up appearances.
Brilliant. Yeah, because if you came back to life, you'd be like, you didn't even fucking go and check
But you wouldn't know. Does he know that happens?
I don't know.
Because...
No, I don't think so.
No, because then that timeline's now erased. So that bloke has just thrown
That's
the knife.
True.
The most CGI knife I've ever seen, by the way. Also, like, Christ almighty.
That was cut on our version.
Yeah.
Was it?
We watched it on BBC iPlayer. So in the original, she holds the knife and it takes a good 10 seconds for her to turn it and she's bleeding from the hand. In this version, she just grabs it, turns it, boom. And we were like, what?
Harry, I don't know how well you know sort of like knife work, but it's actually incredibly easy to turn a knife in midair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I imagine that's on the trivia, actually.
She did all of the stunts. There's no CGI.
No, not at all.
And if you look on our socials, Ben will be doing that later. One final plot weirdness to mention. Fair enough, she lives in a big mansion and she mentions like she's got 30 odd rooms. Haven't we all?
It's gone down from 70 rooms to 30.
Whatever. And so I get she's not going to know, what's in every single room at this point.
Yeah.
But the whole plot hinges on her having this clock under the stairs just ticking away.
And also like, Jesus Christ, if she'd got the wrong stairs.
Yeah.
You just wrecked another portion of your house. Why is it a grain of sand? I missed that point. I was quite tired when I watched this.
Because she read it in William Blake.
Okay, so it's got nothing to do with anything. It's just a grain of sand.
Also, sand comes from Egypt, and that's...
Sand comes from Egypt.
Ben, did you not know that?
Archaeological
all sand.
place.
When you go to Hastings, all that sand...
It's been shipped from Egypt.
The slaves were busy. They did a lot of work.
Okay. I mean, admittedly, I clearly haven't played as many Tomb Raider games, so I'm not as well versed in archaeology and geology as Stacey is. You're much smarter than me, I'll happily admit that. I didn't know all sand anywhere in the world.
And that's a Nerds Against Normality fact.
Take that into school with you.
Well, on to characters.
No, we're not done here yet.
Yeah, Ben, you had a question.
My biggest plot point is, was she curious about unlocking time to see her dad again?
Yeah.
Well, the question is, did she know that she was going to unlock time?
Yes.
That's okay.
Oh, okay. Why so?
100%.
Because it was on a clock. I've just
Maybe.
realised.
And it's...
I mean, that is also too on the nose. That he needs it in a clock. Just put it in a bag.
He wouldn't mean time, right?
Put it in a bag for life and just get on with your life.
The little girl goes up to him and was like, you're willing to risk it all just to speak to him.
Oh.
Just to ruin my temple.
Yeah.
If Lara Croft had done absolutely nothing, the bad guys wouldn't have won.
No, true.
Because all she had to do was not go to that temple.
Yeah, but she's all about the hunt. That's the point of her.
I know, but
she wants that triangle of light. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And she's not in it for the money. She wants that trophy. She wants to blow up the temple. Tell her grandkids how she blew up the temple to get this small triangle in one of her 58,000 bedrooms.
so many.
And that's Ben's takeaway from this is just do nothing. Don't show up because it'll sort itself out.
I get she should go to the tombs and do the raiding. That's kind of her thing. But if she had wanted to stop the bad guy, she could have literally
She clearly didn't care about that. She's backing her own ability. Look, believe in yourself is the message of this story. There's
clearly
layers
does.
to this film. You're just not understanding, Ben.
No. And clearly...
You're surface level watching this. You need to look deeper.
Sorry. I didn't realise. Again, I don't know as much about films or geology as you two.
It's been educational for everyone. All right, so part 2, we're going to just talk a bit about the characters and performances. Lara Croft as a character. I'm not talking about like Angelina Jolie, how she acts. How do you think Lara Croft is? You saying icon, feminist
Absolutely.
icon.
I realised I nodded, and this is an audio podcast.
Is she represented well in this film?
Yes.
Yeah, you think they stick with it? I thought they leaned towards not in the opening scene when they were like, "Here's a sexy shower." I was a bit like, "Oh, they're going to do this." Yeah,
but Lara Croft is a bit sexy.
that's true. Yeah, we all tried doing the nude cheat.
Yeah.
Tried.
It broke my PlayStation.
Steam coming from it.
Sadly, a fact of society is, Lara Croft is very clever, very capable, very rich, very studious, and yet everyone always focuses on her boobs. No, I thought she was very well portrayed.
And do you think Angelina was the correct choice at the time?
I think she's the best Lara Croft that we've had.
Can you name any others?
The other one.
Oh, okay, cool.
For me, she looks and acts the part really well. I know we're talking about just Lara Croft as a character, but also surprisingly very good accent.
Yeah, I forgot it was as good as that. Quite ironic. You've got an American portraying a British person. You've got a British person portraying an American.
Why?
Yeah,
Why did they do that to poor Dan?
Don't know.
We'll talk more about how she's like the actual Tomb Raider later when we talk about the games, I think. But as a character, Tomb Raider's very poker face. She doesn't give a lot away.
That was just the shit PS1 graphics.
Yeah, fair enough. And I thought she did it the same. She's a bit cheeky, which I quite like.
She's a bit of a sassy girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I also quite like how she didn't really shy away from doing the stunts, and it wasn't a CGI slogfest, is what I'm trying to say. And you could tell that some of the sets were there. Like, they actually were sets. The end temple, which she obviously obliterated and left it like ground zero.
You're welcome.
Thank God I was here to save the day. I particularly was upset that Chris Barry wasn't in it more.
He was the
Butler.
assistant, wasn't he?
And he is Rimmer
Yeah.
from Red Dwarf.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, and he deserved more screen time.
Yeah, he was great when he was on screen. And he's quite young for a butler, really.
Yeah, things obviously not going well for him in his private life. But maybe it's one of those things where, like, his family serves the Crofts, and his dad was, like, he got locked in a freezer. He's died somewhere in a freezer.
Nowadays, if you were going to write this sort of film now, you would have that in the film.
What, him being locked in the freezer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or he would have
That's a nod to the game.
Yeah,
Get ready to laugh, kids.
Yeah, he would have been coming out of the freezer, or he would have said, "Oh, Lawrence, that time you locked me in the freezer." It's like,
And I would laugh.
yes,
That, and I was
It's good
soaking
writing.
up.
I would have stood up and I would have gone,
You've done it again.
"Oh my God."
He does always try and pressure into wearing a dress, though, so he's a bit, The tech guy was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tech guy.
I'm really sorry for whoever the actor is, but I didn't really rate him, to be honest.
He was just fine, right? He was just
Yeah.
generic early 2000s,
Yeah.
a bit edgy.
You needed a tech guy. Oh God, the bad guy. This is just nothing.
From Game of Thrones,
Yes,
which I don't know his name in Game of Thrones, and I can't remember his name in this.
Daenerys person.
Yep.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
really,
literally.
I really like the actor, though.
Ian Glenn. That's his name.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he was fine. He was good in it. It was the best lawyer I've ever seen. He can do everything.
Yeah.
One of my favourite scenes is when they go to the first temple and they've got all the village people outside trying to get
Doing the ones, yeah.
Second ahead of me there.
with their moustaches.
Good luck, Laura. She's like prying things off the walls. How much that worth?
I'll take it to Scrappy.
Oh, Cash for Gold's going to love this.
All the kids, which shouldn't be around the village people,
What are you accusing the village people of here?
God, that's the thing about this podcast. We're so edgy. We'll take swipes at anyone relevant.
They're all pulling down the entrance to the tomb that they think it is and stuff. And she's panning around with her binoculars to see what's going on. And she just lands on the bad guy who's on his like red velvet throne.
Yeah, well, she knows someone has to walk
Paul! We have to talk about her dad because it's her actual dad.
John Voight?
Yes.
John Voight is Angelina Jolie's real dad?
He is.
What?
This is. I think it might be the only film they've appeared in together.
What a film.
Yeah. That's the one you
This
wanted.
is the one.
That's the one.
And so, like, I thought his little appearances in her memory and stuff were fine. I didn't really get on board with the final scene where they're together, but watching it back now, knowing he's her dad, is quite a sweet moment.
I don't know if I really recognise her in that. Like, in his context, in his like timeline, it's somewhere in the past. Lara's not there. But then this really fit woman just walks through the tent and goes, "Daddy."
Excuse me, miss.
She goes, "Hello, Daddy." And he's going like, "Right."
That's a very different film.
I think I watched a different film there.
The BBC version cut that.
You watched Lara Croft and the Womb Raider.
Very good. Oh, it's fine. Like, there's just not enough of a. There's not enough of a pull between them to me to like believe it.
Despite it being our actual dad.
But like her characters. No.
Go on, guys, go to therapy.
For someone who doesn't speak to their dad.
I can spot a fractured relationship a mile away.
Absolutely. Oh, my dad's left a clue in this book.
I hate you. Oh.
My dad's left a clue in this William Blake book to hold eternity in an hour. Where's my money? Don't know that one.
What did you think of Dan Craig?
I bit in the same boat with you, to be honest with you. I didn't buy their relationship because I didn't know what it was. It wasn't until the last 10 minutes we were like, oh, she clearly does care because she saves him. But plus I think she's just a top guy, you know? Whoever that was, she wasn't going to let that person die. I think she's just a nice person. But the love interest, I haven't seen the sequel, but I imagine he's not in the sequel.
Is Dan Craig meant to be sexy in this film?
So,
yeah.
I mean, Dan Craig is sexy in this film.
Alright, fair enough.
No, they were like, oh, look how hideous, showering with his muscles. It's so ripped.
You'll never be a British icon or a Texan detective.
Also, who just opens the door naked after a shower?
When you look like that, you take every opportunity.
Thanking you. A hand is fully raised.
They're like, we need some ice. Can you go get some? Like, yeah, no worries.
Oh, I'm going to caught the ice door again. Oh, he's all right, but he also, I think there are characters like that in the games which are also not fleshed out at all. It is Lara Croft and Lara Croft alone that is the main character.
True.
Anyway, on to the game. Okay, so it's a very simple premise. It's just a higher or lower. I pulled up the top 12 selling games from the Tomb Raider series, going from the PS1 through to the latest trilogy. Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Stacey put
Do they
face.
count?
Well, you'll find out, won't you? I'll start you off with the first one. Tomb Raider 1 on the PS1. Just have a guess. How many copies do you think it sold?
So we're doing it by copies, not value?
Yeah, copies.
I have no context, Ben.
I mean, it's small.
You can't get this wrong. I'm just
3 million?
You're going 3 million?
I agree.
Okay, so it sold 7 million. Big hit.
Yeah,
that's the first one, right? I thought it was a good starting spot. Next up, do we think this game sold more or less? So we've got Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness.
Lower.
Do we think it sold more than 7 or less than 7?
Lower. It sold lower.
But it's the PS2 game. It was the first PS2 game in the Tomb Raider series, beloved by some.
Well, the thing is, I think a lot of people will have it is.
Beloved by some mouth breathers.
I think a lot of people will have bought it like
The
me.
blind loved it.
You're absolutely right, Stacey. Both of those people who played it absolutely loved it.
I'm rolling my
developer
eyes. It's
and
a
his mum.
good game.
Oh, you did do a good job, honey. Don't listen to those reviews.
It's a good game. Just got to get past the mechanics.
Yeah, just got to get past that
The
entire
major thing
the gameplay.
that carries a game.
Okay, we'll go lower.
Okay, we're going lower. 2.5 million. So still
Wow,
nothing to
a lot
sniff
lower.
at, but you know it's lower. Next up, we've got Tomb Raider Legend.
I think this is the highest selling game of Tomb Raider time. I think it did really well. So
Tomb Raider time.
That's what Laura
The Tomb Raider era.
That's Lara Croft's catchphrase. It's Tomb Raider. Tomb time. What's that? I miss you, Dad. What's the time? It's 2:15.
So I'm saying higher.
Okay, we're going higher.
High.
Are you in agreement? Yeah.
So much higher.
So Tomb Raider Legends sold 4.5 million. So it was much higher. It did quite well.
It still hasn't done better than the first game.
I thought it was the highest one, but no.
Yeah, it shows what you know.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Number 4, we've got Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So that is the last game that come out.
I'm trying to take my biased mind off here.
So a lower, I think.
Okay, I'm happy to go lower, yeah.
So Legend sold 4.5. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, 8.5 million.
Oh, that makes me feel sick. What's wrong with you people?
Jesus Christ.
There are no tombs in it.
I don't know if you caught it, but it's higher. It's higher.
Does you say it's Tomb Time, though?
But it's not Tomb Raider.
I'm with you in that. It's not Tomb Raider.
There are no tombs being raided.
Okay. Next up, we've got Tomb Raider 2, the PS1.
Oh.
So the OG sequel.
Well, then I'm going to have to go lower because that one was much higher than the first one.
You're right.
So I think lower.
Lower.
I'm going lower.
Yeah.
So Tomb Raider 2, it was close. Sold 8 million.
Oh, wow.
So it outperformed the first game.
Yeah.
Didn't outperform Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Because you people make me sick.
Keep listening.
We value your input.
So it's lower, but it's only just lower. You're doing quite well at this. Number 6, we've got Tomb Raider Underworld. One of your favourites.
But considering that Legend did, what was it?
I'm not, no.
4.5.
If you reckon.
All right, I'm going to go lower then. Maybe the whole trilogy was a bit affected.
Tomb Raider Underworld, 4.5 million.
Same.
So lower.
Same as Legend.
The third one.
Same as Legend.
She went goth in that one a bit.
She did, yeah.
She'd go a bit
Evanescence was all the rage.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Tomb Raider Chronicles, which was the 5th game and last game on the PS1.
Yes.
Love that game.
I had that one. Didn't understand storytelling back then. Thought the whole game was all over the place.
Yeah, same. Because it made no sense.
It made no sense what was going on in it. And then she died in it or something.
I think she's already dead and this is her origin story.
Do we think that the last game of the franchise for the PS1 era is more popular than Underworld?
I think it's. I think it was lower.
I don't know. I think it might be higher. I remember there being a huge deal around, you're going to see how she got her backpack.
I remember that.
Yeah.
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 She just went to Sports Direct. She just bought it.
Got it off the hook.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to push you for an answer.
Lower.
I'll disagree and say higher.
Well, Ben, done it again. 3 million. Lower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't do it. You don't do a recap story unless you're at the end of your wits.
Next up, we've got Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Which is a new
The second one in the new trilogy.
Yeah.
Well, if the last one did well, then yeah, I think it's going to be higher.
Both in agreement?
Yeah, higher.
You'll be pleased to hear, Stacey, that despite you thinking that the Rise of the Tomb Raider only sold 12 million units.
Fucking hell.
So it absolutely slapped Chronicles fourfold.
I think what that just goes to show is people just want another Call of Duty.
Don't compare it to Call of Duty.
Compare it to Uncharted.
Yeah, come on.
There's no...
Yes, it is.
There's no archaeology in it.
Yes, there is.
I'm also going to say, I don't think in the other films the other games there was archaeology. She meets a dinosaur in the first game, the last of its kind, and immediately shoots it.
That's the very definition of archaeology.
She went,
is it?
Have you ever seen Tony Robinson's
I've seen Time to, but I don't remember
Oh,
that.
shit! It's coming for us.
Safety comes first? Okay?
Just fucking pistol whips it.
So, yeah, they've just absolutely curb stomped Chronicles there. Tomb Raider Anniversary.
Ooh.
Which was...
That's
Right, I get confused with this one. This was a remake one. Well, it's got to be lower than 12 mil, I would have thought.
4 million. It was the grub era. Not good for her. Next up, we have got Tomb Raider 3, the original. So the PlayStation 1.
So the first one was 7, the second one was 8. So you'd like to think it would then go up 1.
I think you're right.
So I think higher.
Remembering the Chronicles didn't do that well.
We're going to be confident and say higher.
I'm going to back our female brethren.
Okay, so Tomb Raider 3 sold 6 million, so it was higher.
Nice.
Very good. Next I've got Tomb Raider Last Revelation, which was Tomb Raider 4 on the PS1.
It's got to be lower.
I don't know, because this is just before Chronicles, which was
But then
lower.
Tomb Raider 3 did 6 million.
Yeah.
I reckon it was on its way out by then.
Mad to think that 6 million is on its way out.
All right, we'll go lower.
It was lower, 4 million. So it was on its way out.
Yeah. I called it.
And the last one, the Tomb Raider reboot.
Oh, God, the one where...
The first one of the new trilogy.
Now, the first one did have an element of Tomb in it.
It was an origin story, wasn't it?
Reboot for the brand new one.
I don't know, I've blocked it from my mind. It's going to be higher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I left the highest till last.
You course did.
And guess how many it sold? How many?
So, higher than 12 then. 16.
Pretty close, 15. Sold 15 million. Which is mad because, like, as you said, the franchise was definitely stagnating a little bit. A lot of the mid games were selling 4.5, which is still great numbers. That's,
Well, we did it.
Yeah, we smashed it with no interruptions. Thank you, Tifa, for cooperating so well in this game.
Absolutely.
Right. Lastly, we've got faithfulness to the games. We'll talk about how well the film captures the Tomb Raider games, and, it's the first serious game adaptation, so we'll talk about that. Also, what the fans probably expected back in 2001 versus what they got. You as a massive fan, was you happy when you first saw this film?
I was happy.
Yeah? Was you one of those that wore out the VHS?
I watched this on a loop, I think, in the early 2000s. I loved it. I'd be interested, actually, to see whether the new film has done as well as this one did.
Oh, the reboot one, which is based off the reboot of the game.
Yeah.
Not sure.
But I thought it was very faithful to the game in terms of, yes, they added some bits for Movie Land, not Tomb Land.
Yeah.
But they... I'd be interested to know in the trivia whether Angelina played any of it or had it shown to her, because she...
Must have.
She captured her movements.
Yeah.
She's doing the noises that I'm not going to repeat. She looks the part. The costumes are like something out of the game. It's amazing.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, we mentioned earlier, but the costumes are really good. And I'm also quite happy she didn't stay in the iconic outfit. They did actually switch.
Well, it'd be a bit awkward when she's in the Antarctic and she'd be rocking shorts and...
It's one of these really big myths of Lara Croft that she always just wears that outfit, and she doesn't. Because in the original game, she does wear a lot of different stuff, depending on where she is. But yeah, it's quite funny. It is a faithful adaptation of, I think... If I was playing it I had to keep thinking that. If I was playing this as one of the original games, would this have been good? And I think, yes... I think there is some early 2000s film stuff thrown in there, i.e. the soundtrack is god-awful. And also the robot is weird.
Although you brought up a good point about the soundtrack.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I've downloaded it. What was it?
When she, right at the end of the film, she goes to her dad's, not grave, but his monument or whatever, and you thought they were playing the Tomb Raider music.
Why did they not play the Tomb Raider one, the iconic image where she's standing outside the snowy tomb?
Yeah.
Would have been just would have been good.
Yeah, there's some weird bits.
Would have shed a single tear.
I feel like if it was made now,
32-bit tear.
I'm
It would
trying.
have fallen down my face at 15 frames per second. Do you think it would be cool if they did this is all the rage as well, where you made a new Tomb Raider, but it was old Lara. So Angelina would come back into the role.
Legacy character,
yeah, it'd be cool.
Tomb Raider MCU.
No, but she's not handing over the torch or anything, but one last hunt.
She's the mentor.
For the game. And they could bring Daniel Craig back. Daniel Craig at this
Daniel
point.
Craig now.
Sir
He has
Daniel Craig.
earned that title, how dare you. Oh no, exactly how it would go as well. It would be, let's say it was Sophie Turner being the apprentice, it would be her breaking into Croft Manor and then gets caught
Absolutely.
Yeah, it would exactly be that. She'd be like, did you hear me over the music? What? And it's a terrible music.
I want to say how cool the tombs were, though. So Tomb Raider.
Before they were destroyed in a hail of
Before they were
gunfire.
The first one in particular, because it's all...
Where the statues come to life?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
because that is straight out of something you'd see in the game. The fact that you've got the mechanisms moving and you're having to dodge all the traps. And And the end one isn't as impressive, the one with all the spinning planets and stuff. It's more
I think...
But, again, like...
Real set, though. Looks cool.
Looks really cool. And also, again, it's more of the sense of it in terms of she's like, yeah, all you do is you just pop it in there. Like, she knows. Do you know what I mean? She knows.
Just pop it in there, mate.
Sorry, is it approved? Is it approved, Harry?
Is it approved? Me? Oh! You're opening with me?
Yeah, we've never done that first.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yes, I'm going to approve it, mostly because it's that cheesy, crappy 2001 film, but done right. It leans into it nicely. And as a gamer, I think they respect the games as much as they can do without being over the top. And I think she was great casting. They done her justice. Ben?
I'm going to approve it. I think you have to know Tomb Raider. And I think you have to know the PS1 era of Tomb Raider to appreciate this film and enjoy it. Because if you didn't, and you watch this on its own, this is a bad film.
Won't have it.
No, I disagree.
And now over to you for full unanimous.
It will be unanimous approval.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
Amazing.
I loved it then, loved it now. For me, it's the most faithful adaptation of any video game movie that's ever been made.
Don't attack.
Probably the most successful,
I would agree with you on
It's
that.
definitely not the most successful. The Mario movie took over $1 billion.
Yeah, and with inflation from 2001, this is probably like 10 billion.
Probably, yeah. I don't know how money works either.
Exactly. No, I thought I think it's brilliant. I think it's got everything you want in it.
It makes me want to watch the sequel and see how that is.
Really bad.
I've never seen it,
Okay.
and I really want to see it. Right, move on to some trivia before we wrap up. So, I mentioned this before, but Angelina Jolie did most of her own stunts. She undertook extensive combat wire work and weapons training for the role, performing a large amount of the stunts herself. Very impressive.
Yep.
Very good, very good. The production design of Croft Manor, Lara's acrobatics, and even the framing of certain action shots were intentionally styled to mirror the PS1 era Tomb Raider camera angles, creating visual callbacks for fans.
Nice.
Very cool. The costume department created custom-made support garments for Angelina Jolie to help replicate Lara Croft's exaggerated proportions from the video game.
No. Oh, that's made me feel a bit sad.
Yeah. Look, we know you're pretty, but you're not Lara Croft pretty. Hun, put on this sexy bra.
So
The bit that gets me that you can tell is when they all turn up in the fucking Arctic and they're all like head to toe in like really warm, thick gear, and she just rocks up with a fur coat and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
No nipple erection though, so clearly those bad boys are built in.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I think I watched too much of this film looking at her boobs.
I think I didn't even know she spoke. You can hear her British accent, but I didn't hear it once.
Because you're a sexist pig.
Absolutely. But, in balance, I also didn't notice Daniel Craig was talking either. I was busy trying to see his dong.
This one's quite cool. The dual pistols were considered essential iconography by both the studio and fans. Even during early drafts, where they were downplayed, they were always reinstated. The filmmakers knew removing them would alienate the gamers immediately.
Yes.
I think that's fair.
And that's it for this week's Nerds Against Normality. This week I've learned ancient traps can be defeated with guesswork, smirks, and the occasional lucky spin. Thanks for hanging with us. Catch all of our latest episodes every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts from. Please follow, rate, like us on social media for more exclusive content, and check out our merch at nanpodcast.tmail.com. If you have a question, something you want us to review, or a great story from your week, please email us at nanpodcast@outlook.com. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
See ya.